Have you ever questioned if traveling beyond age 70 remains advisable? While exploring new destinations and experiencing diverse cultures can be thrilling, numerous serious risks exist that many elderly individuals fail to consider until confronted with them. As we age, our physical and cognitive functions undergo changes that can render travel more exhausting, unpredictable, and potentially hazardous. Although some believe they can maintain the same activity level as in their youth, the truth is that post 70 travel introduces unique challenges capable of transforming a dream vacation into a stressful or even life threatening situation. In this presentation, we'll explore 5 significant reasons why traveling after 70 carries risks, ranging from unexpected health crises to concealed financial traps that can deplete your savings. Each point will illuminate the challenges seniors encounter while traveling. By the conclusion of this presentation, you'll thoroughly understand why travel during this life stage demands extra caution and what precautions you might take if you still wish to travel. Continue watching until the end because our final reason is one many seniors overlook, yet represents one of the most common ways people sacrifice money, time, and mental well-being while traveling. Let's begin. First, heightened health risks and medical emergencies. A primary concern for travelers over 70 is the increased likelihood of sudden health complications. With age, our bodies become less predictable, and conditions such as heart disease, hypertension, and respiratory issues can escalate into emergencies unexpectedly. While obtaining prompt medical attention at home is straightforward, when traveling, particularly in unfamiliar territories or foreign countries, securing appropriate treatment becomes considerably more complex. A minor health issue easily manageable at home could rapidly develop into a serious, life-threatening condition when distant from your regular physician. For many elderly individuals, the threat of a medical emergency isn't merely theoretical, but quite tangible. Extended flights increase the risk of blood clots, also termed deep vein thrombosis. High elevations can stress the cardiovascular and respiratory systems, especially for those with pre-existing conditions. Even simple issues like dehydration or heat exhaustion can affect seniors more severely in unfamiliar climates. Older adults also demonstrate increased susceptibility to infections. This means exposure to novel bacteria and viruses in different locations may result in unexpected illnesses. Consider James's experience, a 74-year-old travel enthusiast. He arranged a 2-week cruise with his spouse, believing it would provide a relaxing way to sightsee without excessive physical exertion. However, by the 4th day, he experienced severe chest pain. The ship's medical personnel provided basic care, but he urgently needed hospitalization. Being mid-ocean, he awaited emergency evacuation to the nearest port, delaying treatment for hours. Though he survived, the experience left him deeply affected. What should have been an enjoyable vacation became a frightening ordeal that he later acknowledged could have been prevented had he more carefully evaluated the risks. Health insurance represents another significant concern. Many seniors assume their regular coverage extends globally, only to discover too late they lack coverage for medical treatment abroad. Without appropriate travel insurance, hospital visits, emergency procedures, and even standard medications can result in substantial personal expenses. Some seniors incur thousands in costs merely to receive necessary care while overseas. What solutions exist? If you're over 70 and contemplating travel, consult your physician first. Undergo a comprehensive health assessment, discuss potential risks, and ensure you travel with all essential medications. Always investigate the healthcare infrastructure at your destination, and when traveling internationally, secure comprehensive travel insurance covering emergency evacuations and hospital admissions. Because regarding health matters, proper preparation can differentiate between a pleasant journey and a catastrophe. Maintaining good health represents one of the most crucial elements of enjoying life beyond 70. However, while medical concerns are significant, they aren't the sole reason travel can become hazardous. Second, heightened exposure to infections and contaminants. Among the most underestimated dangers of traveling after 70 is the increased exposure to pathogens, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Congested airports, crowded aircraft, public transportation systems, and unfamiliar dining establishments all create environments where bacteria and viruses flourish. While younger travelers might experience a minor cold or gastrointestinal upset as a temporary inconvenience, for elderly individuals, these infections can precipitate severe complications, hospitalizations, or even enduring health setbacks. A single journey can expose an older adult to more illnesses than they would typically encounter during months at home. In certain instances, the immune system simply lacks sufficient strength to combat these infections. As we age, our immune function naturally deteriorates, making recovery from infections more difficult. Respiratory illnesses particularly present a substantial risk to older adults. Research indicates that seniors face higher probabilities of developing complications from influenza, pneumonia, and even common colds, especially when exposed to novel strains in different global regions. Aircraft specifically serve as incubation environments for germs. Passengers are typically seated in close proximity, inhaling recycled air for extended periods. Since individuals from worldwide locations transit through airports daily, encountering viruses your body hasn't previously faced becomes highly possible. Additionally, food and water safety presents another concern. Many travelers eagerly anticipate sampling new cuisines in different countries. However, for seniors, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking techniques can trigger digestive discomfort. Foodborne illnesses including norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can affect older adults with greater severity, resulting in extended illness, dehydration, and significantly compromised immune function. While locals may have developed immunity to certain bacteria in their water supply, travelers typically lack equivalent protection. Something seemingly innocuous like consuming tap water or eating a salad rinsed in local water can cause serious gastrointestinal infections. Public restrooms, hotel accommodations, and rental vehicles represent additional locations where germs persist. Many individuals assume that visually clean environments are safe. However, surfaces such as doorknobs, seat belts, and tray tables rarely receive adequate disinfection. Seniors relying on mobility assistance devices like canes or walkers face even greater risk since they frequently contact public surfaces for stability. How might seniors protect themselves? When travel cannot be avoided, implementing additional precautions becomes essential. Wearing protective masks in crowded environments, washing hands frequently, and carrying hand sanitizer can help minimize the risk of acquiring harmful pathogens. Exclusively consuming bottled or filtered water, avoiding uncooked foods in unfamiliar locations, and selecting thoroughly cooked meals can help prevent foodborne illnesses. For those undertaking international travel, receiving recommended vaccinations and carrying essential medications for gastrointestinal issues or respiratory infections is imperative. Maintaining health while traveling remains possible, but requires vigilance, preparation, and robust immune function. Nevertheless, health concerns aren't the only consideration. There exists another reason why traveling after 70 can become more burdensome than enjoyable, potentially impacting not only your health but also your financial security and peace of mind. If you continue watching this presentation and find these insights valuable, please indicate number 2 below to confirm your engagement. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss future content. Your support enables us to continue producing quality material to inform and inspire you. Let's continue. Third, travel exhaustion and recovery difficulties. While travel may appear exciting for individuals over 70, the physical demands can substantially exceed expectations. Extended flights, early check-ins, unpredictable itineraries, and extensive walking can cause exhaustion that proves difficult to overcome. Unlike younger years, when a restful night's sleep could rejuvenate the body, older adults often discover that fatigue persists for days or even weeks following a journey. When the body experiences exhaustion, everything deteriorates. Immune function diminishes, coordination deteriorates, and the likelihood of illness or injury increases dramatically. A primary challenge seniors confront while traveling involves disrupted sleep patterns. Sleeping in unfamiliar accommodations, managing noisy hotels, or adapting to different time zones can render proper rest nearly impossible. Sleep deprivation extends beyond mere tiredness. It impacts cognitive sharpness, compromises immune function, and even elevates cardiovascular risk. Research demonstrates that seniors crossing multiple time zones typically require longer adjustment periods, meaning jet lag may persist longer than anticipated. This persistent exhaustion can transform an otherwise pleasurable journey into an unpleasant experience, leaving travelers depleted rather than revitalized. Additionally, physical strain presents another concern. Remaining seated for extended periods on aircraft, buses, or trains can result in muscle stiffness, joint swelling, and heightened risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritic conditions or circulatory problems, prolonged travel durations can cause discomfort, persisting long after the journey concludes. Even after reaching your destination, the physical demands of sightseeing, managing luggage, and maintaining scheduled activities can rapidly become overwhelming. What begins as an exciting vacation can quickly transform into a struggle merely to keep pace. Consider Richard's experience, a 75-year-old travel enthusiast. Following retirement, he and his spouse planned a 2-week international vacation, assuming it would prove as enjoyable as their earlier journeys. However, after enduring a 10-hour flight, navigating a congested airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt completely exhausted before the vacation had properly commenced. By the second day, he struggled with extended walking distances, found it difficult to remain alert during tours, and required frequent rest periods. By the time he had adjusted, departure was imminent. He subsequently spent weeks recovering from the journey rather than savoring his memories. Another challenge seniors encounter involves maintaining regular dietary habits and hydration levels. Many destinations offer unfamiliar cuisine that may cause digestive disturbances, and maintaining hydration while traveling is frequently overlooked. Dehydration alone can induce fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple activities seem arduous. Combined with inadequate sleep and physical strain, it becomes evident why many seniors feel worse after traveling rather than refreshed. What solutions exist? When travel is necessary, seniors should incorporate ample rest days, maintain hydration, and avoid overcrowding their itinerary with consecutive activities. Selecting shorter flights with connections to allow movement, packing nutritious snacks, and allocating time for rest periods can help reduce exhaustion. Most critically, recognizing personal limitations and modifying travel plans accordingly is essential. A vacation should be enjoyable, not something requiring weeks of recovery. While the physical toll of travel represents a serious concern for seniors, it isn't the only concealed danger. Fourth, elevated risk of falls and injuries. Among the greatest hazards of traveling after 70 is the increased likelihood of falls and injuries. As we grow older, our balance, reflexes, and bone density naturally deteriorate, rendering us more susceptible to accidents. While a minor stumble within your own residence might seem inconsequential, a fall during travel, particularly in an unfamiliar environment, can result in fractures, serious hospitalization, or even permanent mobility limitations. The truth is, a single fall can dramatically alter a senior's life trajectory, transforming what was intended as a relaxing excursion into a painful and expensive ordeal. Many seniors fail to appreciate how substantially different travel environments can be from their familiar surroundings. Hotels, cruise vessels, and historical sites frequently feature uneven flooring, inadequately illuminated staircases, or slippery surfaces that increase fall probability. Some destinations offer minimal or no accessibility accommodations, meaning routine activities like boarding a bus or traversing cobblestone streets can become unexpected hazards. Furthermore, in numerous locations, emergency medical services aren't as prompt or sophisticated as those available at home, meaning even minor injuries may require extended treatment time, heightening complication risks. Consider Linda's experience, a 78-year-old woman who had always aspired to visit Europe. She maintained excellent physical condition for her age and regularly walked in her neighborhood without difficulties. However, upon arriving in Italy and beginning to navigate the steep, irregular streets, she quickly discovered it wasn't as straightforward as anticipated. One evening, while stepping from a curb in a dimly illuminated alley, she lost her balance and fell heavily, fracturing her hip. After being rushed to a local hospital, doctors informed her surgery was necessary. Not only did she need to abbreviate her journey, but she also endured months of rehabilitation after returning home. What should have been a lifetime highlight transformed into an experience she regretted undertaking. Another significant factor is fatigue. Travel typically involves extended days, irregular meal schedules, and disrupted sleep patterns, all potentially affecting balance and coordination. When physically exhausted, reaction times diminish, increasing the likelihood of missteps or stumbles. For seniors with arthritis or joint discomfort, prolonged walks through airports, train stations, or tourist attractions can cause inflammation and discomfort, escalating the risk of sudden stability loss. How might seniors mitigate this risk? When travel is essential, selecting destinations with adequate accessibility, avoiding high-risk areas with irregular terrain, and consistently utilizing appropriate footwear can help. Walking aids, supportive shoes, and maintaining proper rest can also significantly improve safety. Above all, acknowledging personal limitations is crucial, as no journey warrants compromising long-term mobility and independence. If you continue watching this presentation and find these insights valuable, please indicate number 4 below to confirm your engagement. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and activate notifications to avoid missing future content. Your support enables us to continue producing quality material to inform and inspire you. Let's continue. Fifth, insurance considerations and financial risks. One of the most unexpected dangers of traveling after 70 isn't solely health-related. It concerns the associated financial risks. Many seniors assume that if problems arise while traveling, they can simply rely on insurance coverage or personal savings. However, the reality is that travel-related medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even financial deception can deplete a person's financial resources more rapidly than anticipated. For many seniors, a single unanticipated event can transform a meticulously planned journey into a financial catastrophe, leaving them with overwhelming expenses and anxiety. A primary financial concern involves medical care abroad. Many seniors don't realize their standard health insurance frequently excludes treatment in foreign countries. This means if illness or injury occurs during travel, you could bear responsibility for thousands of dollars in medical expenses. Even in nations with more affordable health care, emergency medical evacuations, such as helicopter transfers to appropriate medical facilities, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without suitable travel insurance, seniors might face situations where they either pay enormous out-of-pocket expenses or forego necessary care. Additionally, there's the issue of trip cancellations. Many seniors schedule journeys months ahead, presuming they'll maintain good health when departure time arrives. However, life remains unpredictable. Health conditions can emerge unexpectedly, necessitating postponement or complete cancellation of travel plans. Unfortunately, numerous airlines, accommodations, and cruise operators maintain strict policies prohibiting refunds for last-minute cancellations, meaning seniors might forfeit thousands of dollars when plans require alteration. Without adequate trip insurance, recovering these funds becomes virtually impossible. Beyond medical expenses and cancellations, another serious financial risk exists: scams and fraud. Seniors often become targets for scammers who exploit travelers, employing tactics like fraudulent taxi services, price gouging for basic items, or even sophisticated schemes designed to steal credit card information. Many perpetrators specifically seek older adults who appear unfamiliar with their surroundings, recognizing they're less likely to detect fraud as it occurs. In some instances, criminals take advantage of seniors by offering fraudulent vacation packages that ultimately prove to be expensive deceptions. Consider George's experience, a 76-year-old man consistently cautious with finances. He reserved a dream vacation to a tropical destination, ensuring he saved adequately for every aspect of the journey. Upon arrival, however, he discovered his booked accommodation didn't exist. He had fallen victim to an online scam, and by the time he realized this, his money had vanished. Finding himself without lodging, he scrambled to secure alternative accommodation, paying double his budgeted amount merely to have shelter. What should have been a relaxing experience became a stressful financial predicament that followed him home. How might seniors protect themselves? First, always verify whether your health insurance covers international travel. If it doesn't, invest in comprehensive travel insurance, including medical emergencies and trip cancellations. Second, when booking travel, utilize only reputable companies and avoid offers that appear suspiciously advantageous. Third, exercise heightened caution with finances while traveling. Avoid carrying substantial cash amounts. Remain vigilant regarding who accesses your credit card information, and never share personal financial details with strangers. While travel can be exciting, these financial risks clearly demonstrate that after 70, additional caution becomes necessary. Unexpected expenses, potential financial losses due to scams, and the sheer unpredictability of health emergencies render travel a gamble that not every senior is prepared to accept. Does this mean abandoning travel entirely? Not necessarily. Concluding thoughts. We've examined 5 major reasons why traveling after 70 entails serious risks. Risks many seniors don't consider until directly confronting them. From unexpected health emergencies to injuries, exhaustion, infections, and financial pitfalls, each challenge can transform what should be a relaxing vacation into an overwhelming, even dangerous experience. While travel may appear an exciting way to spend retirement, the reality is that, beyond a certain age, it demands substantially more planning, caution, and awareness than in younger years. Does this mean seniors should never travel? Not necessarily. It simply means that for those over 70, their approach to travel must evolve. Rather than exhausting long-distance flights, stressful tours, and risky destinations, selecting closer, safer options that impose exploring nearby attractions, taking briefer journeys, or selecting destinations that offer convenient access to medical facilities can significantly improve safety and enjoyment. Travel should enhance life, not generate new problems that persist long after the journey concludes. If you or someone close to you is contemplating travel after 70, carefully consider the potential challenges. Is your health sufficiently stable to manage the journey? Have you secured appropriate travel insurance to safeguard against financial risks? Have you selected a destination that provides safety and accessibility suited to your requirements? While these questions might not seem exciting to contemplate, answering them honestly could prevent unnecessary distress and difficulty in the future. Ultimately, longevity isn't merely about extending life. It involves ensuring those years are lived with quality, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding unnecessary travel contributes to maintaining better health and safety, then reconsidering the risk before confirming your next flight becomes worthwhile. Thank you for joining our presentation today. We welcome your feedback. Please comment below and share one insight you gained today and how you intend to apply it in your life. Your perspectives matter to us, so please share them freely. Reading your comments provides us with significant motivation and encouragement. If you found this presentation helpful and enjoyable, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to continue producing quality content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to connecting with you in our next presentation.